Let's read a short excerpt from Ayn Rand's Capitalism, the Unknown Ideal, regarding the phenomena that nowadays get called public-private partnerships, in response to a piece by Keynes on that same matter. Let's begin. Keynes writes, "You could do anything you like with the businessmen if you would treat them, even the big ones, not as wolves and tigers, but as domestic animals by nature, even though they have been badly brought up and not trained up as you wish. There is little to be gained by carrying on a feud with businessmen." Rand replies, "The view of businessmen as domestic animals who carry the nation's, society's, burden, and who must be trained by the president, the state, to do his bidding, is certainly not a view compatible with capitalism. It is not a view applicable to socialism either, since there are no businessmen in a socialist state. It is a view that expresses the economic essence of fascism, of the relationship between business and government in a fascist state. No matter what the verbal camouflage, such is the actual meaning of any variant of transformed or modified or modernized or humanized, and this is my part, or stakeholder, capitalism. In all such doctrines, the humanization consists of turning some members of society, the most productive ones, into beasts of burden. The formula by which the sacrificial animals are to be fooled and tamed is being repeated today with growing insistence and frequency. Businessmen, it is said, must regard the government not as an enemy but as a partner. The notion of a partnership between a private group and public officials, between business and the government, between production and force, a public-private partnership, is a linguistic corruption and anti-concept typical of fascist ideology. An ideology that regards force as the basic element and ultimate arbiter in all human relationships. Partnership is an indecent euphemism for government control. There can be no partnership between armed bureaucrats and a defenseless private citizen who has no choice but to obey. What chance would you have against a partner whose arbitrary word is law, who may give you a hearing if your pressure group is big enough, but who will play favorites and bargain your interests away, who will always have the last word and the legal right to enforce it on you at the point of a gun, holding your property, your work, your future, your life in his power?" Is that the meaning of partnership? So, there you have it. I'm inclined to agree with Rand that public-private partnerships are the path to fascism, and that it's a path we should avoid if we are to save our civilization from ruin. Oh, and also, Keynes, along with all proponents of public-private partnerships, are evil, sneaky fascists. Now get out of here.